Deal breakers in relationships. Relationship deal breakers might differ from person to person, but there are certain common ones that most people find impossible to compromise on. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Now let's get started. Number 1. Abuse. A big deal breaker is abuse, whether it be emotional or physical. In a relationship, abuse of any kind should never be tolerated. It's critical to identify and act upon the warning signs of abuse, which include domineering conduct, threats, physical injury, verbal abuse such as persistent negging or persistent belittling, name-calling, frequent angry outbursts, estrangement from friends and family, and manipulation through threats or lies are further indicators of emotional abuse. If you observe such behaviors, take prompt action and acknowledge them before the situation gets out of hand. It's critical to identify and take protective measures if abuse is occurring in a relationship. This could entail contacting support agencies, asking dependable friends or family for assistance, or if needed, ending the connection. Everyone is entitled to a relationship in which they feel respected, safe, and cherished. Number 2. Selfishness. A self-centered partner is rarely there for you and is constantly demanding. They don't care about your sentiments or general well-being and put their wants ahead of yours. A one-sided relationship where one person is constantly providing and the other is constantly taking can result from this kind of behavior. Number 3. Clinginess, neediness, and clinginess, or in severe situations, codependency, can be major relationship killers. One partner's over-reliance on the other can seriously restrict personal freedom and obstruct development. Resentment and stagnation can result from such toxic relationships, where a partner's personal space and social life are suppressed. The emotional health of both couples may eventually become entangled in a suffocating web as a result of this excessive dependency. Many people believe that a partnership cannot last and should be reevaluated if there is an imbalance between mutual support and independence. Number 4. Incompatibility. Incompatibility can be a major relationship killer, particularly when it comes to fundamental family values. Disagreements over life objectives like marriage, having children, or deciding where to live can be one way this shows up. More precisely, disagreements might occur over religious beliefs, parenting philosophies, the number of children to have, the engagement of the extended family in child rearing, decisions regarding family members' education and financial assistance, and whether or not to have children. It could be an indication of incompatibility if you and your partner are unable to establish common ground and are continuously at odds about these matters. Number 5. Lack of ambition. A partner's lack of ambition might be a deal breaker if it manifests itself in their lack of objectives, unstable employment, and lack of desire for career advancement. This is especially true for people who are goal-oriented and prioritize future planning and professional achievement. It could be time to reevaluate the relationship if you bear the majority of the financial burden, or if you feel more like a caregiver than a love partner. This could include a partner who is happy to be unemployed, working at low-paying jobs with no prospects for advancement, not saving for retirement, bouncing between jobs, or spending workdays sitting around doing nothing or being distracted. Number 6. Negativity. A persistently pessimistic companion can sap your vitality and depress you. Your partner may have a pessimistic view of life, which might be a deal breaker for some people, if they are constantly depressed and infrequently show thankfulness or optimism. Number 7. Poor communication. Relationship discontent, disagreements, and misunderstandings can result from poor communication. Effective communication can be a big barrier to a happy and healthy relationship if your partner is incapable or unwilling to do so. Number 8. Dishonesty. Being dishonest is a major relationship killer. Any partnership is built on trust, which is undermined when one person continuously betrays it. Lying about little matters or concealing important problems or activities are examples of this. Number 9. Lack of respect. Relationships require respect. A partner who continuously treats you disrespectfully, either verbally or physically, betrays a lack of concern for your feelings and well. This can take many different forms, such as disparaging your accomplishments, saying hurtful things, or not appreciating the time and work you put in. Number 10. Unresolved past traumas. While addressing a significant other's prior traumas is not a partner's duty, it might be a deal breaker if the person refuses to seek help, and the problems are straining the relationship. Destructive behaviors, emotional instability, and other relationship problems can result from unresolved issues and past traumas, such as a recent divorce or carrying baggage from a past relationship. Number 11. Lack of support. Someone who supports you during difficult times and acknowledges your accomplishments is a supportive spouse. You may feel alone and underappreciated in the relationship if your partner is unsupportive. For many people, this lack of support might be a deal breaker. Number 12. You don't trust your partner. You and your spouse must have complete faith in one another if you want your relationship to endure. Relationship specialists and therapists. Linda Bloom, LCSW, and Charlie Bloom, MSW, state that when interpersonal trust is missing or insufficient, its absence all but guarantees a difficult, painful, frustrating, and ultimately unsatisfying future for both partners. The persistent doubt and uncertainty that will eventually damage your relationship and keep you from ever being genuinely content and confident in it will result from living in continual fear that your partner may cheat on you. This relationship is probably not for you if you are unable to trust your spouse and are always questioning whether they are being truthful. Number 13. Lack of commitment. In a relationship, a lack of commitment might spell disaster. Insecurity and uncertainty may arise if your spouse is unwilling to make commitments to the relationship, whether they be in terms of relationship definition or future planning. If this persists, you can start to question whether you are in a rebound relationship or if they see you as a fallback option. Both partners must be willing to put in effort and be invested in a shared future for their relationship to be considered committed. Number 14. Unhealthy conflict resolution. In any relationship, disagreements are inevitable, but how they are handled makes a huge difference. It can be a deal breaker if your partner consistently uses abusive conflict resolution techniques, such as name-calling, yelling, or the silent treatment during arguments. One or both spouses may choose to completely avoid discussing the dispute rather than confronting it. Although this may appear to be a simple method of avoiding conflict, it really causes unresolved problems and increases annoyance. This occurs when one party to a dispute totally shuts down and stops participating in the discussion. It leaves problems unsolved and might cause the other person to feel neglected or invalidated. Number 15. Disrespect for personal beliefs. In a partnership, respect for individual beliefs is essential. In addition to some deeper problems, it should be a pretty clear deal breaker if your spouse disrespects and minimizes your religious, political, or personal convictions, displays racist and bigoted thoughts, or otherwise demonstrates a lack of regard for you as a person. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment below to let us know what you think. Thanks for watching.